Okay, brothers and sisters, I'm going to try this. I'm not sure if my sound's going to work. I'm going to give it a try. If it doesn't, I just have to cancel and restart tomorrow. They took out my sound system, all of it. Had several microphones, none of them worked. This one may not be working. And I'm only able to get up half of my sound system. The other half I still haven't been successful with. And I'm not sure if this one's working. So let's see if I can hear myself here. Not sure if this one's working. Okay, brothers and sisters. Okay, well, I'm getting down on that score. So, they don't want me to get this information, brothers and sisters. I've been working on this for 5 hours today just to get to this level. And I had a long presentation, at least for 2 hours. A lot I want to talk about, connect a lot of dots, because we're here, brothers and sisters. And so, unfortunately, that didn't happen. And so what I'm going to do is attempt to do okay, am I getting video now? Oh no, that's something else. Oh, okay. And so unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to try to keep it down to half an hour and talk some of it, talk the rest of tomorrow if I can, because it would have been nice to connect all the dots that I wanted to do today. So let's see how far I can go. So again, fear. I can't emphasize this enough, brothers and sisters. The fear that's about to grip America will grip many of you too. But you have the option of coming out of it. They don't. They don't. So let me get on into the. We got a lot of ignorant folk. You know, today I was at the gym, and again, great extreme fear, brothers and sisters. And they got this Negro buddy comes in there. He got two long braids. I mean, long braids like Indians, like you saw the Indians in the movies wear, the Indians in America, like the women wear the big long braids on the. Two on both sides. That's what he got. He comes there. He likes to talk with the devils. Always, bumping with them and everything, right? So I avoided like a heart attack. So he caught me in the men's room. I mean, and I got in, went to the sauna. You know, I'd been doing sauna quite a bit. I got sauna at home, but when I work out, I said do it. I don't want to wear my one at home because that's mostly for me and my other half for the weekends. So I'm coming out here and I'm sitting down and I'm dressed and cooling out. He busts in there. Hey man, good morning. Now I don't need to say good morning because you only know what that means. I told you what good morning means, right? I don't say anything. Hey man, I said good morning. Now he's about 30s, right? So I still don't say nothing. You don't say nothing else when I say good morning? I said, hold it. I said, first of all, no, he said, and you don't know how to speak to somebody? I said, I said, first of all, obviously I don't want to speak to you because I didn't answer, right? So I don't want to speak to you. Oh man, I said, so look, I'm telling you again, I want to talk to you. So he kept going, so I said, I'm going to say one more time, man, kill it. Stop it, right? So then he did. Like I said, I ain't asked you nothing, I don't want to talk to you. Just because you're going to make me talk to you? That shows how ignorant you are right there. Because when somebody come up to you and say, excuse me, that means they ask you permission to talk. If you don't answer, that means you ain't excused. You take your ass on for what? See, that's what these devils with their, I don't want to go into that, but we got to get away from these people. They're filthy, they're sick. They claim to have morals, they don't have any. But one of the reasons I don't talk to clowns like that, because he's all up in these devils' behinds. And the first thing they asked him, when I ain't looking, what's wrong with that nigga over there? That's the first thing they asked him. That's the first thing they asked him. See, I know that's what he do. Because how come he's different. And then they got a whole lot of BS, and they ain't gonna never tell like it is. He must be one of them ignorant niggas. He must be one of them Muslim. See, it's always gonna be, I know what they do. So that's why I waste time with them. Anyway, let's move on. Because he was about to have a bad life. We got a bad life already. He's about to do some hard road, right? I was about to put his ass down if he just kept on running his mouth. I told him, shut up, don't talk to me no more. I said, kill it. So I guess he got the point. He did. Whew. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Okay. Faith, fear. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about all my top subjects here. I'm just going to talk about, I got a bunch of comments, but anyway, Trump, he's going to bring the golden age back to America. When was the golden age? Make America great again. When was it great? When it was raping us, beating us, tormenting us, and terrorizing us? You see, you don't ask questions, because nobody, if I was asking that question, okay, tell me, when, Mr. Trump, when was America great? You said, make it great again. When was it great? Was it great back during the 60s when they had Jim Crow and you was setting the dogs on people? Was it great when you was raping people back in so-called slavery, right? And when you was raping our women, when was it great? See, and now shut them down. But they won't ask that question because they all on board with this crap. Plays a world dictator, because dictators are bad. Dictators are awful, wicked, and authoritarians. Ask the question. Well, what's a dictator? Dictators tell people what to do. You didn't vote for them, and if you don't do what they tell you to do, they take power by force. They take power by force, and you have to do what they tell you to do. If you don't, they kill your ass. They torture you. I said, well, excuse me. Ain't that what Jesus is going to do? Then shut him up. Exactly what the Bible says Jesus is going to do. The sealed Bible. He'll come in. He's coming with a sword to kick ass. I ain't bringing peace. I'm coming to tear ass up. So I'm going to force you in submission. And if you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm going to burn your ass in hell forever and ever and ever. And I'm the only authority. Nobody votes for me. I do it forever. I'm your king forever. You see what I'm saying? All you got to do is ask a question. The whole shit just falls apart. Just ask a couple of questions. That's why he shut me down, because they can't get around it. Counterfeit power. America has no power. So he's going to save. He's going to return America to power. You don't have any. America's power is gone. America's power ended at 2020. 2019, that's why they want to talk about this 1619 project, because it exposes too much. They don't want to say who, because their project end at the 100-year mark. They have no power. It's counterfeit. And so therefore, everybody's backing up, is backing up to let them fall into a trap. You know? It's like, you know, you got these traps sitting out there, right? And you know where they are. So you fall back. See, that's another attack they have in the military. They got all these mines and tracks and everything, but you know where they are. It comes like safety zones. And then when the enemy comes, you fall back like you run away, right? But you run, you know where the mines are, you know, because you got little markers or whatever, so people know they don't step here. But the enemy don't know. And then you back on the other side of the minefield, and they come running after you and get blown up. See? That's another way of looking at it. Let me move on. These are all the things I always talk about. So I'm not going to talk about one or two of them. And over here I had, I won't do it. Oh, see, here we go again. How did that happen? Oh, no, don't want this over here. What's over here? I'm telling you, they're all in my, I know I fixed this, so I'm not even going to sweat. They're trying to give me a stroke, brothers and sisters. They're trying to make me so frustrated, right? That's what they're doing. Because I double-checked this, re-double-checked it, right? And so all of a sudden, yeah, that's how to move on to there. How to go there? Wasn't supposed. Still, okay, whatever. Whatever. So what? Okay, a couple things. The sun and moon. So I'm not going to get into it like I wanted to get into it, brothers and sisters, but anyway. We see it, if you go into Genesis, I want to break all down how Genesis, it tells you about the sun and the moon, and said the sun was a greater light and the moon was a lesser light, right? And they're talking about the scripture, and they'd be 500 years apart. So the greater light was a sealed Bible, and the moon reflects the light, and be 500 years later. So that would tell you that the Quran is a lesser light than the sealed Bible, and reflects the light of the sealed Bible, which it does. Because the sealed Bible is to see the whole world. It's got everything upside down. It's got us as being Ham, and false Israel as being Israel, because that's what the sealed Bible says. So if you follow the sealed Bible, what they're doing right now is appropriate, because that's what sealed, because that was the knowledge and the wisdom and the mathematics of these times. So that's why I need to talk this whole thing to tie all together, bro and sister. It's not going to be as good as I want it to be. Maybe tomorrow, if I can put it all together, because I need to tie all this together. Because that was the knowledge you need of this season. It was a negative season for us. That's knowledge that you would be successful if you applied that. By exploiting us, you'd be successful, because we would exploit a bowl. Anyway, the bottom line is the sun and the moon. Let me look, just check to see if I'm. The sun and moon. Okay. The sun and the moon. The sun represents the sealed Bible, and the moon, and that's what the Quran reflects it. Reflects the light of it, because it confirms a lot of that stuff too. Like it makes you think that false Israel is the children of, is who the one blessed and everything else, but it's not. That's sealed Bible. In fact, the seal tells you can't rely on it, but it was the book for the time energy deprivation. Okay. This is not going to be easy, because I need to speak this whole thing together, put it all together, tie it all together, brothers and sisters. Took time prepared, and they took out my whole, right? Okay. So what we see is that the sealed Bible, the Quran, reflecting the light of the sun, of the sealed Bible, right? Now the moon, right? Remember the moon represents the Sunni. So I was going to bring the angel key into this and the whole thing, right? So if those are familiar, they represent the Sunni. So they was, right? That's why I say called the moon, right? Okay. And you see, when, let me see if I make sure I got this right now. When you see in the angel key, you see before, okay, when we was over there in the Middle East, we were Sunnis. The Moors, they were Sunnis. So reflecting the sealed Bible light, right? But then, so we had the Quran mind. Remember, we had the Quran mind, right? I'm talking about well, I'm not saying I say we. Well, I'm really talking about the Levites, but I don't want to get too. See, because somebody come back and say, you said that. No, well, see, I got to be very careful here, because some people they get into the weeds when they don't try to understand the context of the whole thing. So I say, I'm talking about the NOI. Put that away, because you have two groups. NOI and you got the elect. So I don't want to go. I'm just gonna move on, bro. So if you get hung up, you get hung up. So the thing is that. Okay. So the thing is that once, right, we were brought here, right? Then we was reflecting. Let me put this. Let me get this right now. Okay, we no longer had. Hold on, I'm getting myself confused here now. Okay, we had the angel mind, because if you see the right, we had angel mind, but not the angel mind. Excuse me. That's where I get myself messed up. We had the seal. We had the we reflected light, right? We reflected light of that, but right? But it was with the Sunni. That's what it gets, okay? Because if you watch the angel key, we were with the Sunni. We're reflecting the light, right, of the sealed Bible. But then you find us, right, where we're no longer Sunni anymore. That's the moon. We're not with the moon anymore. We're down near death. And we're taking and reflecting the light. We still reflecting the light of them, but now, right, we don't have a Quran mind anymore. That's what it was, right? Now we have the angel mind, not the angel mind. I just stopped. I'm so messed up from work 5 hours trying to put it together. Let me start back up. We was over there, we had the Quran mind, reflecting the light of the sun, the sealed Bible. But over here, that Quran mind was taken from us and was given the sealed Bible mind. You got it? Okay. That's what happened, right? So that was taken from us. So now we had a sealed Bible mind, right? And we reflected, and we're not even the moon anymore. We're dead. See, so we're not reflecting anything, but we had a sealed Bible mind. Hope you understand that. So I was going to say a lot more about that, but let me leave it right now because I said I'm kind of like. I am just a little discomplicated because I really got really bugged about. I couldn't understand when it really started. No sound. All sound was just gone. I couldn't get it. All of us go. All my. I got a bunch of microphone. All of them went out, and this one not working that well either. I had to do a lot of stuff, had adjustments and changes, even get this one. He worked a little bit. So I'm trying to. Maybe if I put the whole thing tomorrow, I can be more just to what I just said, the more justice, right? But the point I'm trying to make is that initially when we was there, we had the Quran mind because we were Sunni. That's why I saw us with the moon. But now we're not the moon anymore, right? I'm talking about the NOI. If we talk to, because they really that's why I need. They're really the Levite part of our nation, right? See, and that's no strong. That's something else I want to talk about too, right? So anyway, so now that's the condition we are right now. So I'm not going to go through all the details, the specific details I was going to do, right, to show an angel key how it connects 100%. But the bottom line is, you see, when we were there, right? See, we had. That's why it says the moon. Because we was at the moon, and at that point, right, we had the Quran mind. Okay. Let's move on. And you're not going to see it right away. If you looked at it right now, you're going to see it right away. You see it with it, but you don't see it in the time frame I'm talking about. Because I got to put this whole thing together so you see it. See? Because we're talking about another level of the angel that you're not familiar with. Okay, like this one. Okay, let's go to Yaqub's tribe. Now, where was Yaqub born at? He was born in the same place Master Muhammad was born at, in Mecca. So his tribe, right, wouldn't have been Esau. His tribe would have been Ishmael, another son of Abraham. And that tribe, remember, all these tribes, they had their idea how they was going to deal with energy deprivation period. Like, according to the way we understand it, some went to Mars, so they would get the hell out of here. Some were on this side of the planet, where Farrakhan's kissing their ass now, because we was told that Buddhism was the first enemy of Islam, and then the people that came over here was worse than the Buddhists couldn't handle them. They got so bad that the Buddhists even kicked them out. Because the Buddhism was 35,000 years old. So they came up 15,000 years later because they got so bad they was worse than sticks and stones and whatever. But they was the first enemy to Islam. But Farrakhan tell you, no, we gotta love them, kiss them. No, they ain't our brothers. the original people, but they're their enemy. And they were slave owners and everything else too, like the rest of them. I got to move on, brothers and sisters. I really need to take time, a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours, to really go this slowly so you can make all it. Because I'm not doing any justice the way I'm doing it right now. I'm just getting the basic, right? That puts you into a tribe of, so your devils, they came out of that tribe. That's what you see the devils, Yaakub's creation, he took Ishmael's tribe. That was his tribe. They the ones the tribe said, okay, no, we want to be rulers during that time. That's what his promise was. I'll make you rule. So in other words, during that time in generation, we're gonna be the rulers. Others said we're gonna get the hell out of here. Some said we're gonna move outside the planet. Because they said it's gonna be 6,000 years before Yaakov's tribe said it'd be 6,000 years before, right? Before they come on, so we can hide from them for 15,000 years ago. So they had to wait. They said it'd be 15. It'd be 15 from. That means 9,000 years, right? Before Yaakov came along, so they said we had to worry about them, and then they're only in charge of about 6,000 years. So and plus it would be, and it would be 5,500 years before they come up where we are, right? So we got like 14,000 years. We don't have to worry about them. We got the whole got the whole land to ourselves. 14,000 years. 14,500 years, you understand what I'm saying? That was their solution. Everybody had a solution. They didn't want nobody to go. Only one had a solution to take us through was Dak Shabazz, and that's the elect. And then the tribe of Levites that said, okay, we're going to go along with y'all. They went against their king, Esau, and said, I'm going to go with Dak Shabazz. That's why you got the Levites and the elect together. Over here together, right? Okay, got that? Where Master Muhammad went at? He's born in Mecca too. So the question is he a Levite? Or he's Ishmael? That one I hid from you for a long time. But he's not Esau. He's Ishmael. But all Ishmael, a lot of Ishmael are demons. All Ishmael ain't jinn. That's Ishmael. That's Ishmael. You understand? And the Shia is coming out of that same group, same tribe, same area. And they'd be given rulership. Because remember, it's hard to you understand. The rulership, we're still under the rulership of the sun for 12,000 years. 6,000 in and 6,000 out. Only thing is that we got a light that will block that sun. That's Master Muhammad. Remember, he's only there because we can't. We just can't live with them for another 6,000 years. That's why he's half and half. And maybe you at this point, if any of you pay attention, maybe you start understanding that. That's why his mother devil, right? But he's really Ishmael. But he's faithful and true. All Ishmael. If you read the Quran, it was a two portion of Ishmael. Remember, Abraham had two says. The disbelievers, right? He says, how did he has. Abraham said, as who you, I forget the way he asked, but he asked basically, who will you raise up, or something, whatever. He said, oh, only the believers, or something like that. I forget, I did read it exactly like it was. Two groups. And he's part of that. He's not part of Shabazz. If he's part of Shabazz, then he maintain rulership forever. He's only, even like Muhammad said, he would maintain rulership. Then it's given. If the rulership is given back to the tribe of Shabazz, that's what Elijah Muhammad told you. That means he couldn't be Shabazz, or who I would give back to. So he already got it. So now I'm gonna clear that up. Right? A lot of things, little things like that, it wasn't that important. Because one thing, so there's one presentation I want to really put together. I can't do it though. See, to break that engine 100%, because once I do that, and as desperate they are, they'll grab and say, and then who knows? They can say, hey, explain, and I can't do it. I want to do it, right? And I got some stuff out there, but I know that's what happens. They already warned me, all before me, thieves and liars. So that's where he's coming out of the tribe of Ishmael. See? Right? The Ishmael's original was have mother's Hindi. Now I'm not talking about the other ones, House of Side and all them, they Hindi. Right? But that's why the gold part, that's the original part, and it's because remember, we wasn't in Africa at that time. We was in Africa, but we wasn't in Arabia. So if you thought about it, you could figure it out, but I don't think anybody's thinking this stuff through. I really don't think anybody's thinking this stuff through. I mean, they repeat and reflect, but I don't see anybody thinking any of this stuff through, right? Anyway, let's move on. Okay, I'm going to do this, and should I do this? Okay, Farrakhan Guardian. Okay. What I got here. See it. Well, no, I'm not. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay, where is that at? Okay. Now, Farrakhan is a demon, right? Now, I explain demons. That means it follows the devil, so they're devils. They're devil in black skin, half man, half demon, demon, half devil, half man. That's why if you read stuff about Nicodemus, he said, "How come, Jesus, you can't come into my kingdom?" He says, "Wait a minute. Remember, Jesus wants to save everybody." And he said he was breaking any laws, he wasn't sinning anything, so why wouldn't you accept him? He said, "No. Because you'll be born again." And you understand, they say, "Oh, we got to be born again." No, because you're a demon. You're a devil. Yeah, you on that side, you, right? But you're a devil, and you ain't coming to my kingdom. That's the story if you read it closely. And that's what, and it's in the name, demon. Right? I mean, Nicodemus. In that light, let me say something else. I want to put this all together, brothers and sisters. I'm doing it hastily. I'm not doing a good job as I wanted to, because this was going to take really a couple of hours. I was expecting that. But you got a lot of incidents in the Bible. Now, what is the event? What is the event that caused the resurrection? What is the event? The trumpets, right? The blowing of the trumpets, right? Trumpets. Where I heard that name for? See the trend there? Why they call it trumpets? They could have called the same type of trumpet. Why do you use that word trumpet? They didn't say trumpet. They could say a horn. They could say anything. There's a lot of things other things they got that don't. They had back then. They're called trumpets, right? So why that word? Because they gave you a big hint. Because Pharaoh's name during that time would be Trump. So little things like that you don't pay attention to. I do. See. Be Trump. Trumpet. Let me move on. And Farrakhan, his job as a demon, remember, because he looks, so he's an infiltrator. Remember I talk about infiltrators? There are people from the other side that comes to infiltrate, and infiltrate somebody appears to look like you, but it's not you, they get you. That's another way of calling a wolf in sheep clothing. So he's an infiltrator. See? He was infiltrating to the nation of Islam and get control. See? This goes way back a long time. He was set up a long time. This ain't just something happened when Elijah departed. See, I'm going to get into details. I'm going to be able to prove it too. Because the thing is, I told you, he's going to be exposed in a minute. He just go in there, rise up, right? Get control, get confusion, and keep us, the Nation of Islam, confused, divided, right? That's why now, the decision to kill Khalid wasn't his. That was a government decision. Because Khalid was actually teaching Elijah's teachings. He did the best he could. He was teaching Elijah's teaching. Go look at it. And the spirit of it. He had some little icing from Farrakhan because he was under Farrakhan's, but he was moving further away from, he was pushing the envelope. And Farrakhan didn't like it because, he had a hard time not calling devils and stuff like that. It was getting hard because it's hard to stick under, because he knew Farrakhan, he knew it was a lie. Now he may have not known that Farrakhan was a demon, right? But he was trying to teach Elijah's teaching. He was the spirit of it. Okay? So that goes against that COINTEL I never can remember the name of that, brother, so forgive me. The COINTEL or whatever, the FBI program. If you read that program right there tells you everything that's going on. Damn it, how can you, that's what I'm saying, the people over there, they gotta be idiots, and we don't want them. They gotta be demons, we definitely don't want them. Or infiltrators, government. Because I said, how in the hell, if you read that, if you ever read it, he gave them every point they wanted. Every point they wanted. Stop this, they'll call them devils anymore. Stop talking about leaving here. We're going to stay here in America. We're going to stop that separation stuff. Stop your own business. Stop this business stuff. Go ahead and make a religious program. He said every point. And he got it on his website. So how dumb can you be? Somebody come and tell, I'm going to lie, I'm going to lie to you about everything, and then you believe them? But you don't believe the fact they told you they're a liar. You don't believe that, but you believe everything else they tell you. It's amazing. Now, I know how people are suffering because of any deprivation, but damn. I mean, I don't think it takes that much energy to figure that little bit out, but maybe. Our people in bad shape. But that's about to change. But they told him that has happened, but he used his people, for our kind of people, to do it. So it was the government had their ass covered. Because if anything went down, see, they wouldn't have, their people got busted or come, well, the government told, no, Farrakhan told me to do it. See? And so that's where they got rid of them. And so they wanted to get rid of that because they was going against the whole thing about what the Farrakhan, what that was all about. They're supposed to keep the nation confused, divided, right? That's what demons was in there. Farrakhan said he was the guardian over that. The guardian to make sure they stay divided, their minds stayed into the sealed Bible, and they would be definitely distracted because they knew that the message of the covenant was on scene or will be on the scene. It's right there. Just a clear reading, and Farrakhan knew too. He was a guardian to make sure to block all of that. See? Then the preachers, see, they're part of the program. Look at these preachers out there. A lot of these preachers are demons, infiltrators, agents, especially the devil ones, the agents. The Negro bus, they probably too stupid to be agents. They're just infiltrators, trying to pick up some money. Remember how they ride around Farrakhan? They teach that sealed Bible stuff. Why would you want to tell your people, oh, they got to love their enemy? Really? Where you show me the Bible where Jesus loved his enemy? He said he's going to come and kill him and put him in hell. So right there, I mean, the whole story about they want Jesus to come back. What do you want Jesus to come back for? They tell, we want Jesus to kill all the enemies, kill the Muslims and everything else. They don't want him to come back to love them and convert them. But you got to love him. You got to obey your master. When did they ever obey anybody? I mean, it's right there. That's the sealed Bible. It's right there. You see? So it depends on you being mentally deficient and just stupid. You see? Because you might not be ready to break the seals, But you should be able, because Elijah Muhammad says, he called it the poison book, you should be able to see something wrong with that. That don't mean you don't submit. You still submit, but now you usually submit in knowledge, not ignorance. I guess so. I guess it's easy to submit if you're ignorant. So maybe it's a blessing in there somewhere, right? But their time is over now. Okay, I'm gonna run through all these real quick, and I'm gonna give us more, right? Because I think I got it's late, but a half an hour to it. Negative luck, winter's end. Now try to explain over and over again. This society, remember, if I know you don't understand this concept, because you look at this, you know, like really, you know, you made of all atoms. That's why, and you, to you it's solid because something next to you is solid too. You know, I mean, water is very liquid, right? But water can restrain water because it's like it. But you can push all over the place. And so you think you're solid because the people you deal with is solid, is in the same condition you are, so you think it's nothing. Because we really like a vapor. That's why you take X-rays. And X-rays, that means X-rays go right through. You can go, you got rays that go right through, like you ain't even there. Like right now. You take and put some Wi-Fi and put you a whole bunch of people in the room and put the Wi-Fi on one side and and the computer on the other side, and it go right through all y'all like you weren't even there. You understand that? It's all mathematics. It's all relative. Right? Okay. So when you understand that, yet winter has a certain mathematics. There's a certain mathematics to winter. The air gets cold and turns ice. Right? The sun, right, is at a slant, Earth at a slant, because you know Earth is actually close to the sun in the winter. You probably don't know that, but it's close to the sun in the winter. You say, well, how is that? Well, it is. Check it out. But it's the mathematics of it. It's all mathematics. Like the movie Matrix, it's all mathematics. And once you can just hear, you're going to see it that way. Right? So, the mathematics of the winter is mathematics they're dealing with. That's why right now, Farrakhan's all this, not Farrakhan, but Wallace, not Trump, it's not going to work because he's going, all this, they think he's wise, he's only mathematics he knows. Remember, the mathematics of winter is the maximum mathematics level they can reach. It's like a retarded person. Maybe they get to third grade. They can't go any further than that. Some may go to fourth grade, maybe. They have limits. Right? Dogs can learn more than maybe cows can. They have limits. So their limit was 6,000 years. That's why Elijah Muhammad said a science had to come whose knowledge was superior to theirs, 6,000 year knowledge, and then they were end of them. So their knowledge is, so that's all they have. That's winter knowledge, period. And so they're successful in the winter. Stealing, taking people's stuff, mission, make sure blood. That's their wisdom. And so they're applying that now. But it's not working anymore. See, that's all that's Trump stuff, Trump talking, it's all winter knowledge. And it's not going to work. It's going to backfire. Because when you go into the winter stuff, will not survive in the spring. Ice melts. No matter what you do, it's going to melt. So you try to put all this knowledge about ice, and it just ain't going to work. I don't care what you do, it will not work. Ice will melt when it hits heat. There's nothing you can do about it. Ice is not going to turn heat into ice. When you understand that profoundly, fundamentally, then you understand what's going on. Because all they're talking about right now is they're trying to hold on to the winter. Because they never experienced the spring. And they think they keep it forever winter. And so the knowledge that they express, it sounds good. Oh man, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take Panama. That's winter knowledge, which will not work. Nothing they do will work. Nothing they do is working. And you see, right, what's happening? You see right now. You see all of a sudden all these plane crashes and all of a sudden you never seen it before, like every day. super weather conditions. Pharaoh can say, watch the weather. Well, that fire in California wasn't weather. That was a fire. See, watch the weather. But see, I'm saying he's an infiltrator. I don't blame him for being an infiltrator. I don't blame him for what he's doing, because what else is he going to do? Right? I can't blame him for what he's doing, because that way, but it's hurting our people, so we're going to hurt him. There's consequence. Consequence don't give a damn why you did it. Consequence don't care why you jumped up that building. Gravity going to tear your ass up and say, well, he made a mistake. See? So I keep talking about personification. So the negative stuff that doesn't, right, is personified. And that's a hard one for you to understand, right? See? Because it's just not happening now, it's just happening, bad luck. It's personified. So people causing these things to happen. Maybe intentionally, unintentionally, but they're causing it to happen. The way they're thinking wrong, they're thinking backwards. They don't understand the consequences of the situation. But the devils are the ones, because I said, and as you the transition period between the winter and the spring, right? You fall into two categories. Either you let go everything in the winter, but transition period, you ain't got nothing. You had no winter, and you don't have no spring. You got nothing. But now you got all this energy. And so now you use that energy to start getting control of the spring. But see, you look at, I ain't got nothing. So then you back up and you run back to the, and that's what happened. Exodus, they want to run back to Egypt, man. Hey, we ain't got nothing out here. You let us out here, we got nothing. We was better off in Egypt. So they ran back to Egypt. And see, that's a hard call. That's a hard call. Say, well, because people, they look at it and they don't understand the mathematics of it. So they think that, hey man, the way I'm supposed to go into hereafter is I'm gonna get money, I'm gonna have wealth, I'm gonna be rich and everything else. Next thing I know, I'm gonna be so rich and everything, I'm gonna be in hereafter. Oh no, don't work that way. Because what you're rich off of? You're rich off the winter, rich off of ice and snowman, all that kind of stuff. And that stuff. So if you're rich off ice money, you won't have it when you get there. But see, that's a hard one. I hate to talk about it because I know you don't understand it. And a lot of you can't deal with it. Because you got all these problems you got right now. If you're trying to do it, and all of a sudden you got these problems coming up, and you feel like, hey, you're going the wrong direction. Because me, man, all the little shit that come up every day, I deal with every day. Oh man, it's like I don't like it either. But I know all the stuff, all the knowledge and everything that I accumulated to deal with this winter is of no value anymore. I got that house now. The house is an igloo is melting. So now I'm going to take it and get some more ice to fix the roof and all that kind of stuff. This takes a lot of energy to do that. That means that energy that you're not used to prepare for the spring. So therefore, you're going to fall in the real category because when the spring does come, you ain't ready for it. Now you're getting burnt and scorched and every damn thing else. Because you was trying to hold on, and then Master Muhammad, and he's going to help you because that natural process will take a while for you to that transition period. But he's going to have it happen right away by killing. So you won't have no igloos, you have nothing in the winter. So going to speed the process up for your benefit. Because if it was like a 2 or 5 year, 6, 7 year period where you in the middle, you got nothing. And say, man, I had a house over there. I had friends, had all this, and now I hear nothing. It's probably telling me, man, hold on, you're going to get all this over here, man. That's bullshit, man. I'm going back over there and get my house, man. Hell with all that. And that's the attitude most people are going to take. That's what I was confronted with. I gave it all up. Everything, the mansion, all of it. See? I lost my family and everything. And on the road to this. It's been a 30-year journey. Can you do a 30-year journey like that? But what did I gain? I don't have to go to the top tribulation because I'm ready for the spring. Because I got the angel mind. Because that's what you need to do to be successful in the spring. That's the mind. It's like you need a still by mind, but be respectful here, be successful in the winter. Now you need an angel mind to be successful in the spring, and you don't have it, so that means you got to go to tribulation. And if you don't get it, you ain't gonna make it. I make it clear enough for you? And it's hard. It's a hard call. You see how Jesus said, "I come with a sword, man." I mean, I ain't coming. Peter said, "I'm in great distress. I got to go to this baptism. I'm in great distress because of it." What's the baptism? That's the transition. So I wish, I wish it was already done. And then that then leads you into what the story about Jonah. We get pissed off at Frost. Man, what you holding up for? Because he got to go. He going through all. He said he wished he would have died. He was depressed. His whole story is totally depressed. Because he goes 30 years. He going through his head, demon out and everything else. He said, "Man, I'm tired, man. Cut this." You put it all together. It's hard. It's a hard call. And none of you can do it. That's why all you go into tribulation. Hard call. It's a hard call to do. First you got family, you got children. It's a hard call. I had to give up all that. And when I went off, I lost everything. Joe still against me and everything else. But if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have this knowledge for you. I'm making sacrifice for what? Not for myself. I'm making it for you. Because it says once I put it together, I give it to Master Muhammad. But I know you hate me for it. But somebody had to do it, and I decided to go ahead and do it. And I tell you again, the reason I'm doing it, because we owe that to these sisters. I can't say it enough. We do not let anybody F around with your women. That they should have never done that. That's our ultimate duty, to take care of our women. They give us life. If we get them back disrespect and death, they give us life. Without them, we would not exist. They saved our nation. That's why I'm doing it. It wasn't for them. I said, you brothers, you go for it. You go for it. You do it on your own. I mean, you're the man. But everything they do, this mathematics doesn't work anymore. Just like the mathematics of 205 years doesn't work. The mathematics of the Quran doesn't work anymore. You don't see anybody on the angel trying to explain all this stuff in the Quran, because they can't. That mathematics doesn't. If the mathematics working now, they'd be in charge. That mathematics don't work, no longer work, and the mathematics just no longer works. The mathematical angel is starting to. That's the mathematics is working, and it's getting stronger every day. That's mathematics to prepare you into eternity. That's just the beginning. That's like mathematics angel is like kindergarten math, basically. Because you got to learn that, then you got to go to the first, because it's infinite. By the time you get 73 years from now, that math will be so complicated. This just be like, never even happened. But that's the door. The engine's the doorway. And you ain't doing it. Because you have to apply all your energy to do it. And you got energy trying to hold on to the old world. That's why Allah will lift you up, but you cling to the earth. Grabbing this vortex, you still hold on to, I gotta fix this house, man. I gotta take care. That's all this old world stuff. That's the mathematics of this world. And you're still embracing it. You're still trying to survive here. You're still trying to survive in America. That's what Farrakhan tell you. When survivors getting the hell out of here, they should be preparing to get the hell out of here, letting America go fast as you can. Because the faster you let it go, the more you prepared. See? But can you handle a year, 2 years? Fortunately, you don't have that much. You only got a few days left now. But now you got to go tribulation because you ain't prepared at all. None of you prepared. Especially Farrakhan been for the last 40 years telling you, hey man, you don't need to prepare for that. And even worse, right? You ain't got to try to build anything else. You need to be totally involved in the, you don't need no business and that kind of stuff. You need to be totally involved. These devils totally wrapped into it. Scientology, all this kind of crap. Scientology. In other words, you had to go to a devil to learn how to think, learn how to deal with your emotions. You mean the crime was not sufficient? Allah not sufficient? And you don't see what, that's his guardian to do all this stuff. And you got the preachers, they right there pushing it. And they always get, they gonna burn, oh, they gonna burn. Because they the one had you hold you back, right? Have continued, hold on to America, hold on to America. We got to protect America, our party, and Trump's trying to get after us and all this bullshit. Us, that's them. But you saying that, it's your mind's still stuck here. And like I said, that's what I said. You think you got to go through all this. You think you get to the garden without going through all that? Because it's two sides of it. One of it, like I said, either you let everything go. You might say you might be homeless. I was homeless for a while. You might, but I wasn't during that period. But you might be homeless, because you don't have this world life, and you ain't got the hereafter yet. But you got enough energy to start preparing you on that journey to the hereafter. Because now you got all the energy to focus on that. So now you start working towards it. Now how long it take you to make that journey? A year, 2 years, a couple months, whatever. But at least you're getting close to it. But the other guy, he ain't going in the other direction. He getting further away from it. So you got two groups. One that what he has is worthless. I got $1 billion, it's worthless. That money's worthless. Oprah, you got that money's worthless. They tell you in the Bible they're gonna throw that money in the streets, it's gonna be worthless. You'll be eating shit, everything else. The money's be totally worthless. But now you think you got something, but the winter's gone, and then all of a sudden all that stuff is nothing. So you got less than nothing. So now everything is gone, and now you in the situation that the other person was in. You got nothing here and you got nothing there. And now you got a year of tribulation to go through, at least. Because you don't have, this world life is going, that's why I'm going to snatch that away from you. You can't clean that no more. And you don't have to hear that because you weren't prepared for it. And it's even worse for you, because the other person at least prepared for it, but you further back. Because first you got to get, you got to get directions. You got to have somebody come and tell you, because you run around, oh, let's go to Africa, you don't know what to do. Somebody got to come and tell you and put you on the course. So you're even worse off than the other person. But same situation, other people try to avoid energy deprivation, they have those crazy ideas, and so they put themselves in the worst condition trying to avoid it, and that's what you did. By listening to Farrakhan kind of crap and everything else, they said those who love this world life will have no portion here, have no portion. And that's what you love this world life. So what does that mean to you? Was God lying? But they said there was that group, your group, who says, well, remember it says, well, can we get some of this world life in hereafter? That's you. So we'll check your deeds out. And that's why nobody's understanding, can't blow the angel, because they got too much invested in this world life, and they can call it whatever they want to call it. That's the bottom line. That's why the situation is where it is. Because it wasn't. Because I'm the proof myself. Because I gave it all up. I started preparing, right? And every day with little creature comes I get, man, just challenge every day. It's like words and words and words and words and words. But I know where it is. I say, oh man, damn, this damn thing happened, that damn thing happened, man, and this. And used to cursing that, hey man, but damn it. Right? That's natural, right? That's a response, right? But I know that all this is evaporating, and none of this math is working. So I don't get mad. I just, like you stump your toe before you think about it. Yo, God damn it, right? But hey, I just, right, let it go. And I keep on studying, use my energy to get more and more in, and more, my energy mind is stronger and stronger, not just for myself, but for you too. That's why I said the lamb is like they wouldn't have to go through that period. Help me understand. Like all this knowledge, everything, this knowledge, this mathematical knowledge, it all will not work. So if Trump is doing will not work. He's not going to make peace with Russia like he think he's going to do. All the stuff he's doing, nothing's going to work because that's the knowledge of, and they could keep trying it because that's all they know is the knowledge of the winner. They'll keep trying it, but it's not going to work. You're going to fail, and as you get close to the spring, it works even worse. That's why trains are falling, and they got problems all over the world. And remember I told you, well, I'll talk about that in a minute, right? How all this, let me get to that. Let me move on. Everything fails. Okay, let's get to the last part and then we'll close. Let's see. Man, I told you. I outlined to everyone that's been paying attention of what it would look like just before the end. Told everybody what it would look like. I says Russia and America I told about mother and father and all that kind of stuff. Iran would be, American Russia be a conflict, right? Europe would be a conflict with Britain, which means the same thing with America. Right now, all of a sudden, have you noticed in the last 2 weeks? Nobody saw that one coming. All of a sudden, there's conflict between Europe and America. America's calling out Europe, and Europe's calling America back. Anytime I separating, the animosity between Europe and America is great. And I told you this will happen. You can't deny it. I didn't tell you. Yeah, even if they just took my platform down on YouTube, they'd be great to take it down here. They took one of my videos out today again. Even the platform I have is still there. What else do we have left? I've been talking about it quite a bit for years, and especially like in the last year or so. And now you see, like I said, UE going to turn against America, and they're going to be fighting against America with Russia. And now you see EU is turning against America. America's turning against the EU. Mm-hmm. And now you find the demons, they getting opposite right because of Trump. Remember say America's going to be able to do, they're going to be in conflict with each other. Now you got more conflict between the demons and America than you ever had before. And that's going to end the war, and all this will come together. I explain all this. So the scenario you see right now, and then I told you also, right, about, and this was years before JCPO and everything else, how they was going to end up, and now they're talking about they're preparing to attack Iran. I told you that's going to be the straw that broke the camel's back. I said that's what it'd be. It'd be the final conflict, and even that's all over the internet. Most people even say if that happens, and they don't, and Iran is not totally defeated. Let me give you a scenario. Here's Iran. Forget about Master Muhammad for a minute. See, all this, we set all this up. So Iran is the most powerful country. Now remember, you see how technical Iran is? How technical they are? They ain't like the dragon, right? The Sunnis over there, Arabs, the jinn part, right? Because they resisted. But Iran, man, they highly technological. But I said they're on their technical side along with Master Muhammad, they're same as him, right? See how technical they are? The only one over there to attack that. They building missiles and all that kind of stuff. None of the other Arab companies they don't build a damn thing. They can barely build a bottle of water. But Iran, highly technological. In fact, so technological that Russia have them build drones for them. China too. These drones, you gotta understand these drones, right? And plus I'm gonna say some supersonic, that's holding on straw together. But think about it. Now they got thousand drones and everything. They don't really need a nuclear weapon. But think about it. Okay, America taxed them. They have to destroy all their military infrastructure, all of it, and instantly. Because if they start firing those drones off, they're not going to just fire those drones off. They already won it, Arab countries. right? And the dragon, that if they attack, if they sit back and let America attack them, they're going to attack all of them. They're going to attack the oil facilities. Now, it's already stated, but they try to hide over in the press here. You have to go on the internet to hear it. But it's logical. So they destroy the oil fields, and they got the drones and everything to do it because they have no defense against it. Destroy all the oil fields in Arabia, and Kuwait, and Qatar, right? Maybe Iraq or not, but they don't need it because Iraq really would be under control of the Iraqis because they already are fighting with America. They'll take their country back. But just say they took all. Now remember, this whole reality is based on oil. Oil fuels it. No, all this whole thing comes to a screeching halt. Right? Now remember, they allowed Russia. So America saying they got all these oil facilities and everything else. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't believe they do. Right? But the thing is, remember, their facilities can be hit too. So they got to do is knock out their pipeline that comes from Canada to, it's a pipeline. You can have one of their little infiltrators because Iran got a lot of people over here. They know they got people here undercover. All they got to do is go and blow up one of those pipelines, and that's the oil. Even if they got, in America, got a lot of oil, they still got to pump it. So blow up and there's no oil. Like they did with the pipeline they did with Russia, between Russia and Europe. So all this whole society comes to each screeching halt. You don't need nuclear weapons for that. And it's easy for Iran to do it. This whole reality comes to a screeching halt. That means their military no longer works. They need all to fuel those planes, those ships and carrying on. You understand that, brothers and sisters? Let's check my sound here one more time because I'm going to close out in a minute. Okay. It comes to a screeching halt. A screeching halt. Like I said, you got to think something is wrong anyway. Because they so come out, oh, false Israel is doing all this stuff and everything over there. When they could have cut the floor of Israel off when they first started, nip in the bud. Because where was they getting that fuel to fighting with the plane that they had to put fuel in those tanks? And where was they getting the fuel from? They wasn't getting it from Israel, false Israel. They were getting it from the Arab states. It's like you give somebody bullets to shoot you. They got a gun, but they ain't got no damn bullets. So they say, here's some bullets. You know they're going to shoot you with it. When you can just blow their head off with it when they got a blank gun. But you're going, so you know something going on the wrong. Something. If you ask questions, say, what the hell? What's going on over there? They could have stopped them a long time ago. Because they ain't getting off. If they get off of America, it couldn't be fast enough because they can't ship by plane. Have to ship by boat would take weeks to get there. So they cut it all off. By the time America get there, false Israel gone. That's right now. But the point, even back then in the 1940s, that was even worse than that. Because you didn't have all development. The thing is, false Israel was able, with tanks and all that kind of stuff, to take out because where was they getting the oil from? They wasn't getting it from America. They wasn't getting it from Japan. They wasn't getting it from China. They was getting it from Arab countries that they was kicking ass. So I'm giving you some oil, now you kick my ass. See, because that's tell you something wrong with that because they was backing false Israel because they didn't want people to know that we the true seed of Abraham. Ishmael along behind it. You ask questions, say, that don't make them goddamn sense. How in the hell they would do that when they needed all to do it and only all people had was the people they were attacking? So the scenario I told you, we see it, we witness it right now. So that means it wasn't a scenario 20 years ago. It wasn't even a scenario 10 years ago, exactly like you see right now. A plague came in 2020, exactly on time, right? You got the JCPOA, they never came back to it. Now you seeing the America and Russia at it. They wasn't 5 years ago, wasn't even 3 years ago, right? I think maybe 3 years ago they started the enmity, and now you got all of a sudden in the last couple of days, right? Now you got Europe and America attacking each other. Then you got all the political aspects, the policy, politics of America is off the page. America's never been as more riled up now as they ever been. They call him Trump a dictator. They're going to take over. The demons are really upset. And it's going to get worse. And they threatening violence. They say he's going to take over the country. They threatening violence. And he said he's going to obey the... You know, you never seen a political climate as bad as it is right now. And especially between the demons and the devils. Because the demons are side of the Democrats and he's side, you know. You see? And then hypocrisy, like it's politics, not the politics, but international politics, it's off the scale. Because everybody keeps saying, how can you, everybody's got any brain says, how can America keep supporting false Israel? How can they keep doing it? How can they keep saying, like, ignoring the fact that what's going over is so obvious, so clear. It's so obvious, so clear. See, something you have falsehood, but you can mix, you know, you take, and you take some shit, you put some meal on it, you put some honey on it, you put some salt, pepper, and hot sauce on, you know, all that stuff, right? And so you might fool somebody. Say, oh man, don't worry about it, man. Put no salt on it, right? They don't taste the shit. That's what shitless is. You eating shitless, ain't you? But when they just come out and just give you cold bowl of shit, and tell you gotta eat it, they say, wait a minute, hold that shit. That's how what happens when your winter goes over to the spring. Because now the winter's clear. In the winter, you think that's the only way it is. That's life. That's life is, yo. And all of a sudden, when spring comes up, you say, oh, man, that's winter. That's shit. I don't want that. Because if they convince you winter's going to be forever, then you're going to try to be the best you can in winter. That's what they're trying to teach you. America's going to be in charge forever. It's going to be winter forever. They never tell you about no spring. Make America great again. We're going to move to a better America. Otherwise, he would tell you to be moving something better. He said, no, we're going to make America great again. I mean, he's going to keep you in this winter. And so you say, oh, yeah. And they cover the shit with perfume and every damn thing else. But then when you find out, see the spring come, you say, oh, damn, this is shit. And that's what's happening. They see false Israel say, that's shit. Look what that's genocide. It's clearly genocide. Ethnic clear is clear. Oh, no. They protect themselves. And people see, because that's why I said their skirt be pulled over their head, so be clear who they are. It's so clear. That's what happened in the transition period. Because the wind is exposed, that it's winter. It's exposed, it's totally exposed. When you did winter, all you worried about is the winter, man, trying to survive. But when you start seeing the spring in comparison, you say, hey, I don't want no part of that goddamn winter no more. When you see spring on the horizon, I want to get the hell out of here. What I want the hell this shit for? You see what I'm saying? And so you see America, they already walk around like they was, right, hot shit and everything else. And now all of a sudden you see the stuff, everything they're saying is like, it's just total shit. It's not even falsehood anymore. See, we got a whole plate of falsehood for 500 years, but now we just getting falsehood mixed up shit mixed with truth. But now you get just pure shit, unadulterated shit, because they're desperate, because the winter's closing out, and they're trying to hold on to the winter. You understand? And so that's angel come in, and with angel give them the honey, pure honey. And when you get a choice between, I don't care who you are, between pure honey and shit, you're going to choose the honey every day. And because the angel's pure honey, oh man, damn, I don't want the shit no more. I want the honey over there. But see, the point between the shit and honey, you got nothing. I ain't got no shit, I ain't got no honey. And you don't know which one, because remember when they was in the wilderness, they didn't know, the promise was still a promise. Egypt was right behind them. So they was in between Egypt, that's what they call Egypt and the hard place. Egypt, they said between Egypt and the sea. Right? Rock and a hard place. So damn, there's a between. And they had to make a decision. Because it looked like they had to fight. Right? They got this river. I mean, how they gonna get through that? It looked like impossible. And then the winter closed in on them. And some of them say, man, let's get back to the winter. They told them, man, why would you bring us out of here? We need to get back there. He said, don't have faith, man. You have to have faith. That's a period where you have to have faith, unless you got superior knowledge, which I have. So I know it's not a matter of faith, it's just a matter of patience. So God love those who are patient. So it's not a matter of faith for me, it's a matter of patience. So damn, man, you just gotta be patient. And I've been paid for 30 years, man. Woo. That's a lot of patience. But now we're here. And so that's what you're faced with right now, brother and sister, because you're going to go through, even in a minute. I told you, in a minute, you still will go through that, even for a short period of time. Because when that mass farmer makes a move and they attack, right? Since you don't have the angel mind, you don't know, oh man, what we going to do? The demons want to fight for America, right? This guy tells us, man, we can leave here, right? Maybe we should go back to Africa. Everybody's confused. What am I trying to panic? What am I going to do? See? So people said in darkness and great light. And that means the people in I were first to see it. So that means, remember, what Jesus tells him? He says, when he got his mind back, the man and the mark, he said, now you go out and, he had to go out and tell other people, because now they had the job of get everybody unconfused and get them on the right path. Master Suleiman's job was just to get them straight. Their job was to go out there and get all the people, and allow them to be lost in lack of knowledge, to get all the people unconfused, say, no, this is where you need to be going. That's their job. That means they're going to be between a rock and a hard place. They don't know what to do. Can you help these demons fight for America? That's their call. They're in the war with the demons. Some of them will be going along with them. Man, we need to stay here and fight for America. God's with us. Remember, Farrakhan, God's with us. He's that spiritual leader. The other one's telling you, hey, man, no, we got to go over here to NY. NY says, what you got? We ain't got nothing, man, but we know Master Muhammad going to show up. Oh, man, what the fuck? People talking Master, he been talking about 50, 80 years, and ain't no Master Muhammad, ain't seen no Master Muhammad. What you talking about? You see what I'm saying? That's the state of mind you're going to be in. You're going to have the demons on one side, and you have the saints on the other side. And the saints are talking about faith, because you ain't got nothing. And the other one's talking about getting something, because you ain't lost everything. So you're in a position where you got nothing on each side, and you don't know what to do, and you got to make a decision. And you got America here, it's all messed up, right? But maybe we can fix it. The demons they gonna look at 17 million of them, they fighting. So if we help fight with them, we can take it. We got something we got something we can get our hands on. These other guys talking about, man, something that you can't see, don't know, and you wait for some guys, some white guy coming gonna save your ass. Right? And it's gonna be at least 5, 6, 7 months, man. You want all this here, and you don't know if you even, and you're gonna wait to the West Coast. You don't know what's gonna happen when you get there. You got a boat or something over there. See what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? And at first, you're going to have to end your mind, so you're going to have nothing but faith to deal with. So I agree with them on that part. Because it's going to seem like it makes more sense to stay here with them demons and fight for America. All we got to do is get all the stuff flowing again. Take out these devils, because they all disunited. Remember, at that time, they're going to be totally disunited, work, fight. So the only one's going to be united is the demons, because they got some of us in them, so they got enough strength to be united. But the devil's going to be totally disunited, so they say they're going to end up be defeated at the end. But the point is, you got some over here you look at that you can probably work with, and you got some over here that you don't know. Somebody named Master Muhammad's going to come and deliver us. And the goat, the China, India on the way over here. We need to get America strong, so we're ready to fight them when they show up. That's the argument you're going to be hearing. So what's going to move you? Because some of you that's hitting the injury, you probably going to make the bad decision too. Because your faith ain't that strong now, so how it's going to be strong then when it's really challenged? If your faith was strong now, you wouldn't have to go to tribulation. You already made that move. See? So what's going to happen when you win that? I'm telling you about, bro, that's that little dark space. People said in darkness. That little dark space, you're going to go, that we call panic mode. A little space you're going to be in where there's a transition, where the Quran tells you. You think you'll be afflicted, tried, you suffer all kinds of Because that's that beast right there, and you have to make a decision. The valid decision. Some of you are going to be lost for lack of knowledge, which means, how you lost for lack of knowledge? Because they're going to make the wrong decision. They're going to do the demons. That's how they lost for lack of knowledge. They have no faith. They say they lost lack of faith, lack of knowledge. Over there, hey man, this makes I'm here familiar with America. And those guys talking about something that, and then after we get here, how we gonna get Arabia? I mean, the whole thing sounds like it's an impossible mission. First we got to take, and then we got to get the West Coast, and then then with China engines on the way over here, then we got to get how we gonna get past them? And then once we get to Arabia, then we got to fight all them, take it. That's your promise. And if you don't have, you just not solid in your mind, you're not going to be able to handle that. That's the promise. That's all requires faith. On the other side, you got something right here. Yeah, well, the igloo's gone and everything is melting, right? Maybe we can turn some fans on something to cool it off and cool it back up again, because we got buildings here, we got all this stuff. Or we just turn the oil on and work together and defeat these devils, and it's all ours. This is the promised land. They're setting you up for it right now. That's what you're faced with, brothers and sisters. And some of you, just thinking about it right now, I look at it, I say, man, woo, if I ain't know any better, right? I said, man, I don't want to be in that position. And thankfully, after 30-some years, I won't be in that position because I'll be out of here. Because not a matter of faith, it's a matter of knowledge. But for you, you ain't going to be out of here. Because if you be out here, you'd already made that decision a long time ago. You didn't make it. And now you have to make it. You're going to have to believe. And Master and Suleiman are not going to be here with you. Your own people are going to be here with you. The same ones that listen to Farrakhan. Or you went, man, you listen to Farrakhan shit. How you know this king getting shit from him too? You listen to all kinds of that bullshit. Maybe it's you don't know what you're up against, brothers and sisters. And you have your people saying that too. Man, look, you listen to that damn Baron shit and that was wrong. And now you're going to listen to him talking about you're going to Master Muhammad, some white guy going to come over here and save our ass and this and that, and we ain't got nothing, and we ain't going to have nothing, and right? Well, you say you're going to give us some food every day. Well, I ain't seen no food yet. Well, you're going to get that once you make that decision and go on that path. But you got to be pure, you ain't going to have that. But then you ain't going to see them, you're just going to see food. So that'll help you with your faith a little bit. Right? At least you'll have some food. That's about it you're going to get. And then you're in that dark space right there. You say, oh, damn, what the hell? And you know how weak-minded most of our people are anyway? Now they got more energy. They're going to be fired up. But the point is how they're going to use it. What they're going to say, what decision they're going to make. And run with those demons? Or they're going to take a chance? Because that's what they're going to look at. Man, but take a chance is right. Especially being attacked and everything else. Let me move on, brothers. I'm going to close out. It's right here. It's easy. If you watch, all you got to just follow scripture tells you right now. This guy's is shit. 100% shit. Shitstorm. That's what he is. And the Quran and Bible both call him a shitstorm. There's nothing good about him. Nothing. Tell you the son of perdition, working after Satan, works for Satan. He's worked for them. He's knowingly worked for them. Worked for them a long time, for more than 42 years. He's infiltrated. He was sent in to do what he's doing. You're going to find out in a minute. I ain't never took it that deep. See? Because you have to say, why he let laws get charged then? When he was the man. He's a coward for one. But that was a decision the devils made. They said, man, well, if his son turns against him, that means he must have been messed up. So he said, let's use Wallace, put him up there. That's what he did, turn against Father, every way possible. He didn't use Elijah's name. But that didn't work. Well, it worked to some degree because it caused a lot of confusion, caused a lot of breakup. Then he sent Farrakhan there. Well, he does use Elijah's name undercover. He's an infiltrator. Wallace didn't pretend to be an infiltrator. He pretended to be a total traitor. He was a traitor. See, Farrakhan was an infiltrator. Because Wallace, he was a traitor. He betrayed. For Farrakhan to betray us, he was an infiltrator. He came in and just disrupt this whole thing, destroy it. And that's what he's been doing. It's our people. They get energized. They get their nature is becoming online. Enough energy to manifest it, to fuel their nature. Put that away. Have enough energy to fuel their nature. Because in deprivation, we have enough energy to fuel our even nature. They act like animals and everything else. But now they fuel their nature. But now their nature's turned against themselves. So once now they get their mind back, oh goddamn, then you got a problem. And that's what devils are watching for. It's sign Jonah. They want that to happen. Because know what happened? Their ass is cooked toast. Like father, like son. Rape Farrakhan's mother. That's his son, and then he raping the Nation of Islam. Infiltrator. Okay, I'm gonna let it go, brothers and sisters. I'm definitely let it go right now. I'll try to maybe do this like I really want to do tomorrow if I can get my sound properly, right? But I'm gonna have to let it go here. Okay, do you think you are the God here? While there is not before you like with those who have passed away before you, they had to go to a transition period too. Stress and affliction befell them. They were shaken violently, so the message of those who believed in him said, well, help Allah come, then sure help Allah is nigh. You got a similar situation. Well, I'm not going there. It's too complicated. So I'm going to go ahead and play this bonus, and then I'm going to close. So it says, stress and affliction befell them. They were shaken violently. So the messenger would have believed in him, said, well, help come. That's what I'm saying. Who was the messenger at that point? He ain't somebody lied to Muhammad. The messenger of the covenant. Because he's saying, that's what Jonah was saying. When you going to make your move? So I'm about to do it. See, the stress. Even Jonah was pissed off about it. That's transition period. Before you guys, what a transition period would be like. Shaken violently, affliction, you'd be attacked and everything else. I already went through that. I mean, I was attacked, I was thrown in jail, put on trial, taking everything, I lost everything I had, my mansion, everything. I already went through all that. But I made the choice for the angel. I gave up the other side. I made my decision 30 years ago. Now you're gonna have to make that decision in a minute. Well, you really need to have made a decision already, but most of you haven't. You had the faith to do it, or knowledge to do it, whatever. You didn't do it. So don't get all jumped up now because well, I'm gonna go out here and go homeless. Right? Well, if you ain't made a decision by now, it's kind of too late to jump on board now because we are days away. You might as well just chalk it up and deal with it. Only days away. If it's 10 years ago, man, that was a hard. I never talked about this before. I know nobody was ready for it, and that's why you don't see anybody around anyway. Because I know damn well, man, 10 years ago, if you was told, man, you got to give up all that stuff that you think you got, you've been holding on to, they weren't going to do it no way. They showed that I was crazy. They did do it. They'd be cursing me like a sailor. Man, look, I've been listening to you, man, for 10 years, man. I ain't got nothing. I'm homeless. I ain't got no friends and everything else, man. I'd be hearing that 24/7. They wouldn't do it, but I'm telling you, that's what would happen. Because they wouldn't see what they're achieving. They're seeing just what I'm telling them. They believe in it. And man, being with you, look, I'm not successful being with you. But that's what success looks like. That you'll be experiencing this. Because you're giving up everything that you had for something that's better. But you got to get up the first floor to get to the second floor. You can't get on both at the same time. You want to get second floor, and you don't know it's on second floor. You don't know it's up there. It could be a monster up there, but you know it's on the first floor. But you know a flood is coming on that first floor. Or maybe we can weather the flood, man. We know it's happening first. Let's weather the flood, man. We go in there, maybe we can swim, get a little boat and everything. Then once the flood goes, we clean everything up. You see the attitude? But we got a second floor, man. What's the hell up there? It may not be the food up there, may not be the electricity, may not be nothing up there. I don't know if we're gonna go up there, man, but we can handle the second floor. Just go ahead. We know there's a flood coming, but maybe we can deal with it. You see, same idea. So you're trying to hold on to this. And then you end up losing everything on the first floor. And then you say, well, man, instead of, yeah, but I don't want, man, we lost everything, man. We ain't got nothing. Yeah, but the house is still there and the car is still there. It's flooded out and everything else, man. So let's see if we can revive it. See? Instead of saying, man, let's go down to the second floor. I don't know what the hell's up there. I had no idea what's up there. Maybe worse up there than down here. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Let's move on. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay, I'm gonna let this play, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum. One. Okay, I'll move on. Oh, shit.
Mr. Trump is an anomaly. He's someone that doesn't fit the norm. You expected a man to be like the other presidents. You wanted him to be more presidential. He's so transparent.
Hello guys, this is Jibril on Authentic Plus TV. Kindly subscribe to the channel if today happens to be your first time. Give me your like, share this video, and as usual, let's discuss the video in the comment section. I really appreciate your comments. You know, some actually fire me, some giving detailed information about the subject matter. I really appreciate them all. Kindly keep them coming. Today I want to do something about coming from the black community, Louis Farrakhan. And I'm sure, frankly speaking, most of the black community are going to be, you know, kind of disappointed in a way because Louis Farrakhan is the current, if you ask me, I would say the Pan-Africanist in the US. If you put Dr. Umar, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Louis Farrakhan is highly noted for his Pan-African views about the black community and wanting to ensure that everything that is done against the black community is actually annihilated. So he's a man of the black community, but in the way he eulogized Donald Trump, in a recent video, he showed Donald Trump so much love that you cannot describe.
Mr. Trump is an anomaly. He's someone that doesn't fit the norm. You expected a man to be like
Can we use your house to trial our new energy-saving windows? We're looking for homeowners within valid states to test our new innovative...
And we are not treated well, as you know, by Canada. Canada is subsidized to the tune of about